Hey everyone, welcome back to 30 Days of Horror 2020, in which me and the Randy Mole watched 31 days throughout October. You've heard it all before, haven't you? So, back again, I'm a Todd, and I watched tonight a movie I've not seen for quite a few years, and if memory serves me correctly, I actually went to the cinema, Randy Mole, and watched this in, 2001-ish? I think that's when it was out. So, tonight's movie is 13 Ghosts. Yes, 13 Ghosts. This is actually a remake from a real old movie. Is it a William Castle movie? I think so. Anyway, 13 Ghosts. I'm going to put this down. So, 13 Ghosts. What's it about? So, it's basically about a family the father of the family's uncle passes away and they inherit his home. And this home is a beautiful glass home in which... one of his hobbies, or one of the things, not hobbies, but he had this plan where he went around and caught ghosts. So this glass home he had built actually is a prison and imprisons 12 ghosts. So the uncle dies, leaves it to the struggling family, in which the father and the family's just lost their mother in a terrible fire, and so they're on hard times, and they inherit this house. So a lawyer comes along and says, "You're to the father, your uncle Cyrus, I think his name was. Yep. Really bad at names, forget him really easily. You've inherited this house, So they go, great. They go to the house, and yeah, it all goes a bit Pete Tong when they go in the house. So once they're in there, it actually locks them in. So then the rest of the movie is about them trying to escape this house and survive. So that's pretty much the premise, very basic. I always say this in my reviews, but a lot of these horror films is the plots, okay, there's all bits around it, and it's basically this house was designed by the devil to release evil and all that. So there's all that subplot, but the basic plot is they inherit the house, they go to a house, it's imprisoned with ghosts, the ghosts come out, and they need to get out of the house. Simple. What I like, I've got notes, that's why I keep looking down, because I'm useless at remembering. Likes, the cast. I thought Matthew Lillard in this was fantastic. Always like his performances, especially in Scream, and in this he is brilliant. So Matthew Lillard plays, I can't remember his name, but basically he was this, I want to say not a psychic, but he can see visions when he touches people. So he was working with the uncle to assist with imprisoning the ghosts, and then when the family go to the house, he impersonates like an electrical repairman and goes in. So he actually helps the family to escape. So Matthew Lillard, fantastic, really, really great performance. Really enjoyed his performance. Shannon Elizabeth was good in it. Everyone remembers her from American Pie, but yeah, she was good in it. The glass house design, there we go. It was fucking awesome. The design of the house. It's like glass walls with inscripted spells, and the spells keep the ghosts from crossing over, etc. The way it's done, but then there's like glass tiled floors, and the way all the doors were motorised at certain points, which I won't go into all the subplots, the main plot about it changing the house over. But the house design, the glass design, just looked awesome. Another thing to talk about, the ghost design, so the 12 ghosts. Some are better than others. My top one, if I'll be honest, is the Jackal, which reminds me of the Exorcist Regan, but has like a cage and she slashes at you, and there's a good scene where she's slashing Shannon Elizabeth's character and ripping clothes. But yeah, really good ghost, and they're all different, the ghosts, all different designs, different things about them, like the hammer, and I forget the lady with the big boobs, the something ghost, I forget her name now. Anyway, strong acting, I talked about that. I like the twist near the end, which I won't ruin it. The deaths, fantastic deaths in it, really good death scenes. And one of them, which I will talk about, is a glass door scene. Very all practical effect, but where a glass door. I'll spoil this bit, but there's a lawyer in there, and he's shown in the house. He knows all about the twist and the reason why the uncle's brought him to the house. But basically, the door slices him in half, and then the full half of his body just slides down, and the rest of it's there. And there's a great one-liner by, I think, the nanny afterwards, like, "Where's the lawyer split to?" or something like that. It made me chuckle. But yeah, that scene was fantastic, the way they cut him in half. I really like the concept of it as well, the concept of these 12 ghosts are imprisoned in this house, and there's reasons why they're in there, and it explores that a bit in it. And like I talked about earlier, the spells, the imprinting on the walls. I like the fact that you have to wear these special glasses to see the ghosts. Really, really good. Really, really enjoyable. Really liked it. It's around that era, at that time when horror movies... Nowadays you'd laugh at him. Randy Mole talked about it in another video. But, yeah, great. Right, a few dislikes just to wrap this up. A lot of constant like ghost appearances, disappearing, so very choppy cutting to see the ghost, and then they disappear and putting on glasses, and they just do it a lot, and it got to a point where it's just a bit too much in my view. Another dislike, what have I got here? Overuse of slow-mo. There's a couple of overuse of slow-mos for me. I just didn't really... They could have done without, but maybe it's when the movie was made. And the other thing was CGI. There's some poor CGI. Amazing practical effects, but then do some poor CGI. There's a bit where I'm going to say a big cog thing. I'll leave it as that, but it's really bad CGI for the time. But then, hey. So overall, do you know what? 13 Ghosts I've seen a few times in the past, and when thinking about movies to watch for 31 Days of Horror, I found my old DVD. I thought, gonna watch that. Really looking forward to watching it, and it didn't disappoint. I had such a blast with it. And visiting them films from the early 2000s now, I seem to have a lot of nostalgia and fun rewatching them. So based on that, and based on all the likes I've talked about, and all the strengths of the movie, I'm going to give it 4 pumpkins out of 5. So there we go. 13 Ghosts wrapped up. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm going to go and watch more horror. See you later. Peace.